All right, today we're looking at the Asus F50SF. Now, this is the A2 configuration. This is a really sweet multimedia laptop. It is definitely ready for HD video. It's ready for Blu-rays, and it's ready for 16:9 viewing because that is the aspect ratio of this display. This is a 1366 by 768 LCD display. Very, very nice display, I might add. It does have a glossy front. It does bring out the saturation, makes your colors pop. Very, very nice. Now, what makes this laptop really special is the combination of all the hardware. Beyond having a nice little HD display that'll do a 720p video, no problem, it obviously has an HDMI out that will do 1080p out to your TV, and it's able to do that because it does have a dedicated graphics card, and it's a pretty nice one. It's the NVIDIA GT220 Mobile, which basically will let you do simultaneous HD decodes. It's powerful enough to do that. It's powerful enough to play some simple games, and it will also do multi-channel HD audio through your HDMI cable to your surround sound system or dual-channel audio to your TV if that's what you want to do. Now, it also has a P8700 Intel Core 2 Duo, so that's a very fast processor. It's actually a 2.53 gigahertz dual core. Operates on a 1066 megahertz front-side bus. Has 3 megabytes of L2 cache. It also has 4 gigabytes of DDR2 memory, which is pretty important to have. Now, this thing does run currently on Vista Home Premium, but it does come included in the box with a voucher to get your Windows 7 Home Premium as well. So I recommend highly, and I emphasize the highly, that you should definitely go ahead and use that voucher, get Windows 7, and update as soon as you get this laptop because it is that much better. It just makes it that much better, that much more of a deal. Now, beyond that, the other thing that makes this thing really cool is that it does have a 320 gigabyte hard drive. So if you're not going to be playing a Blu-ray, you can also store HD footage on your hard drive because it has plenty of space. And then, of course, that BD-ROM, which is actually right over here on the left side. Now, let me take you for a quick tour around this thing. First of all, point out you do have a 1.3 megapixel webcam, which is pretty standard on most laptops nowadays. But Asus does use their proprietary webcams, and they do look a little bit better, especially in low light. Also has a nice stereo mic. If you come down over here, you do have a few media keys down here at the bottom. Now, first of all, over here, you have activity lights for hard drive, cap lock, num lock, and scroll lock. And then right over here, you have a key for Express Gate. So if you want to push this button before the laptop turns on, it'll get you into Express Gate. That's going to let you do browse the web, look at pictures, listen to music, make Skype phone calls, all without turning on the Windows kernel, without turning on the operating system at all, just through a very small Linux-based operating system. Right next to it, you have a couple other things for Asus applications like multi-frame and life frame and stuff like that. And then the power button is actually this big main one over here. Another thing to notice, very nice keyboard. It's got that flat style Asus keyboard. You can type very fast in this. I love it for that. It's also got a not full size but still decently sized number pad, which you don't usually see on 15.4-inch laptops. You usually have to see them on a 17, and this is a 16, so it's not a full size like on a 17, but it's middle, and that's important for business users and for a lot of people that type a lot of numbers. Very nice trackpad, single button style, but of course both buttons work, and you have more indicator lights up here in the front for power, battery, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth. This does have Bluetooth 2.0 and a nice little media card reader right there. It's going to do your MMC, your SD, your MS, and your MS Pros and your XDs as well, all right in there. Now, we'll move on over here to the left side. Starting off from the back, you have 10 100 1000 Ethernet. So that's gigabit Ethernet, and that will complement your NDRAF wireless, which is also on board. You have 3 USB 2.0 ports on this side. This is your switch for your Wi-Fi antenna, and then as you come over here, you do have an express card slot, 54 millimeter right there. So if you want to add a peripheral like a TV tuner or something like that, you can definitely throw it right in there. Your headset and microphone input and outputs are right here, and then on the other side, they left it pretty sparse. All they have on this side is again that priorly mentioned Blu-ray drive. Now, this is not just a Blu-ray, it is a super multi, so it'll do your CDs, your DVDs, plus Rs, minus Rs, RAMs, ROMs, and it'll burn all of your formats except for the Blu-ray, which it'll only play. Now, it seems that it's almost over, but it's not because there is more on the back. I will show you the very nice hinged back over here, glossy with like a little kind of like lined finish. Looks pretty nice, and it also continues on the front on the palm rest, so that looks pretty good. And then again, down here at the bottom, we do have quite a few connections. Now, first of all, right over here, this is your 15-pin D-sub, so your VGA connection if you want to hook up an external monitor. More importantly, and much more likely to be used, the HDMI port. This lets you get that 1080p HD audio out to your TV, assuming you use an HDCP compliant cable, and you have a TV, and basically that'll give you HD quality out. You have an additional USB 2.0 port, bringing the total count on this computer to 4, and then you have a fan louver for the graphics card and for the CPU, your power switch, and then finally right over here all the way at the end, you do have a hole there for a Kensington lock. So very, very nice laptop. And before I let you go, I will show you one more thing. It's not really a big deal, but right here, very nice 6-cell battery. So that means that even though this thing is extremely powerful with that P8700 and the dedicated graphics, that's something that will usually suck most laptops down in battery for about an hour, and you have maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours max of battery. This will give you a little bit over 3 hours of battery. So very nice to have a big 6-cell lithium-ion battery. So very nice laptop from Asus. Did a really good job. It's the F50SF, not to be confused with the SV, and this is the A2 version of that. So it's got the BD-ROM and it's got the P8700 processor. So really good stuff. Great for college students who want to pretty much do everything with their laptop. You can edit video, you can look at videos on the internet, YouTube, home theater, play games. It's really up to you. You can do just about anything on this. So good stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, and I'll see you guys next time. For more information on the Asus F50SF, go to com.pewter.tv and type in Asus F50SF. For Computer TV, I'm Albert.